Hey guys, welcome back to Car's Kitchen, and before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys for our 100 subscribers. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but to me it's a lot, and I am so grateful for all the love and support. So to celebrate, we are making this strawberry cheesecake crunch cake. This video is going to be a long video, so if you don't like long videos, I am so sorry. This might not be for you, but without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to be starting off with making our strawberry crunch. We are going to need 3.4 ounce of the vanilla pudding mix and 3.4 ounce of the strawberry jello mix. We are going to need a total of a half a cup of all-purpose flour, and we're going to divide those in between the two bowls, so 1/4 cup of flour each. We are also going to need a total of 1 stick of butter, and we're going to divide that in half between each bowl, so 4 tablespoons each. So now we're just going to get everything well incorporated with the butter, and we're going to do that until everything becomes a sand-like consistency. And don't worry, I will have all the ingredients and their measurements in the description box below. So this is what it's supposed to look like after everything is incorporated, just like sand. And you can go ahead and add some vanilla extract if you want to, just to give it some extra flavor, but I didn't, and it tastes just fine without it. Now that we have everything incorporated, we're just gonna take a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and we're gonna dump that on there and kind of mix it all together and press it down firmly. And make sure you have your oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're gonna let this bake for 6 to 8 minutes. And this is what it looks like after taking it out the oven. And after it cools off, you want to place it in the refrigerator until we get everything else done. So now we're going to move on to making our cheesecake. These are all the ingredients you will need, and like I said before, everything will be in the description box. So for this recipe, you will need 4 eggs separated, and this is how I separate my eggs. I just do the little teeter top method. So in a bowl, we are mixing 3 8-ounce of cream cheese, which is a total of 24 ounces. And we're going to blend that until it's nice and creamy. And then we're going to add our sugar. And we're going to add our egg yolks one at a time and mix. Add your vanilla. And we're going to whip our egg whites in a separate bowl. So we're just going to add our sugar gradually. Making sure to scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure everything's all nice and incorporated. Now we're going to be adding in our egg yolk, and you want to make sure the egg yolk is well incorporated into the mix before you add your next one. Next, we are squeezing in some fresh lemon juice from half of a lemon, and add your vanilla extract and get that mixed well. So now we're going to be taking our egg whites and putting them in a separate bowl, and we're going to beat them on high until they become a peak. You'll know when it becomes a peak when it's stiff and you can hold the bowl upside down. And this is what it's supposed to look like, and we're going to fold that into our cheesecake mixture. And the whole point of doing this is so that the cheesecake can be nice and fluffy and airy. Now that our cheesecake is well mixed, we are taking a 10-inch spring foam pan and we are lightly spraying that with some baking spray. And you're going to put in some parchment paper around the sides and at the bottom so the cheesecake will not stick. Do not skip this part. And now we're just going to pour it in like so, like that, and make sure you scrape that bowl to get our money's worth, okay? We are going to bake this at 325 for 35 minutes. After it's finished, we are going to turn that oven off and let it sit in the oven for an hour. Take it out the oven after the hour, let it cool off. You can place it in the freezer for a few hours or in the refrigerator overnight. And I almost forgot, make sure your ingredients are at room temperature so they can mix well together. So while our cheesecake is in the oven, we are going to finish prepping our strawberry crunch. As you can see, I am breaking it up with my hands, but if you have a blender or a food processor, it will make the process so much easier and faster. But I am just going to use my hands because I don't feel like washing all them dishes. So I'm just going to break them up until they're fine pieces. And this is what it should look like after everything is crumbled up all nice and fine. And this stuff smells so good and it tastes just like the strawberry crunch ice cream bar. It tastes so good, y'all. Moving on to making our cake. We are going to be spicing up a box cake, okay? We're going to need 1 box of strawberry cake mix, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, 5 eggs, a cup of milk, and your extracts. And also a 3-ounce pack of strawberry jello mix. And like I said earlier, make sure all of your ingredients is at room temp so everything can mix well together. I almost forgot to mention to add a pinch of salt to balance out the sweetness. Now we're just gonna add 1 egg at a time and mix before adding in our next one. Now I'm just gonna go in with some vanilla extract and almond extract, and for the life of me I could not find strawberry extract anywhere. I went to 3 different stores and could not find it, but if you have strawberry extract, I would throw that in there as well. This step is optional, but I'm adding some fresh strawberries and I'm folding that into my cake batter. So after everything is mixed into your cake batter, you want to divide it in between two 9-inch cake pans. To make sure they are done, use the toothpick methods, and if it comes out clean, it's done. We almost done, y'all. All we have to do is make our cream cheese icing. So we only need 1 8-ounce pack of cream cheese, 1 stick of unsalted butter, and we're just gonna take our hand mixer and mix that until it's all nice and creamy, just like that. Now we are just gonna go in with 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I honestly would double this recipe because I feel like I didn't have enough of the icing, but it's completely up to you. Mix in your extracts and you're all done. So finally, the final step is just to put the cake together. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of my frosting at the bottom just so my cake won't slide everywhere. Gonna put my first layer of cake and I'm gonna frost that up. Then my cheesecake, and my cheesecake kind of fell apart a little bit, but it's okay, nobody's gonna see it, and it's gonna be between frosting and 2 slices of cake, so it's all good. So this part is just self-explanatory. You're just gonna frost the entire cake up. Make sure you get all the empty spots on the side, on top, all over. And then we're gonna start placing our crumble. And you guys, this does not have to be perfect. We are not bakers, or at least I'm not. Because you know how bakers, they like get everything nice and neat. And I don't have time for that. I'm trying to get this over with. I'm ready to eat my piece of cake. So I'm just gonna frost it and then throw my crumble on there. And this part is also self-explanatory. Just place your crumble, and as you can see, I am cupping my hand and guiding the crumble where I want it to go, trying to fill in all the spaces because you do not want to see the frosting. So you want to cover all the frosting up. Okay, this is the final step for real this time. So I'm just gonna decorate mine just a little bit. You don't have to if you want to. I'm just gonna place some strawberries on top, and I got these Chesterman cookies that I'm gonna put on there just to make it look cute for the internet. You know what I mean? So it's completely up to you. Do what you want. It's your cake. You can start eating it, but let it sit overnight in the refrigerator before you start eating it, okay? I know it look good, but we gotta wait, okay? We gotta wait. And I will also recommend letting the cake sit out for a couple minutes before you start eating it. I feel like the cake tastes so much better when it's at room temp and not refrigerated. Just my opinion, but hey, it's up to you. I know this was a long video, but if you made it to the end of the video, please comment some red hearts down below and let me know you enjoyed my video. this is the final look, and y'all, when I say this cake will slap your mama good, it will slap your mama good, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. And thank you for 100 subscribers.